Item 1. At St. Casito Secondary School, students planted sunflowers for a science project. During the growing season, strong winds broke several stems, while aphids covered the young leaves and sucked out sap. The damaged plants had curled, yellowing leaves and slow growth. After spraying mild soap solution and supporting weak stems with sticks, new shoots emerged, flowers developed, and the plants produced seeds that were used for oil extraction. Task. Part A. Explain the effects of the wind and aphid attack on the sunflower plants. Part B. Explain how the sunflowers managed to recover and form flowers and seeds after the students took action. Effects of the wind and aphid attack on the sunflower plants. Stem breakage by wind. The strong wind broke and bent stems, which interrupted transport of water and minerals from the roots and food from the leaves to other parts of the plant. Broken stems made the plants weak and unable to stand upright, and the open wounds increased chances of infection by microorganisms. Aphids sucking sap. Aphids fed on plant sap, removing water and nutrients needed for growth, making the leaves curl and turn yellow. Loss of chlorophyll and reduced photosynthesis. The yellowing of leaves meant less chlorophyll, which reduced photosynthesis, leading to slow growth and poor development of flowers and seeds. Combined effects of wind damage and aphid attack weakened the plants, lowering their ability to grow and produce food. How the sunflowers managed to recover and form flowers and seeds after the students took action. Supporting stems restored transport. By tying and supporting weak stems with sticks, the students helped to keep plants upright, allowing normal movement of water, minerals, and food within the plant. Improved photosynthesis supplied energy and materials for growth, repair, and development of flowers. Spraying soap solution removed aphids. The mild soap solution killed or removed the aphids, reducing sap loss and allowing leaves to regain normal function. Once the aphids were gone, the plants produced new, green leaves with enough chlorophyll for efficient photosynthesis. Formation of flowers and seeds. With sufficient nutrients and water transport restored, the plants formed flowers, underwent pollination and fertilization, and later produced seeds. The mature seeds contained stored oils, which were later extracted for use, completing the success of the project.
Item 2. James, a 32-year-old boda rider from Iganga, eats one large meal of matoke and meat late in the evening and drinks alcohol daily. He rarely eats breakfast or fruits. He sweats heavily, complains of chest pain, and sometimes feels dizzy while riding. One day he fainted after a short ride and was rushed to a nearby clinic where doctors found high cholesterol levels and low oxygen in his blood. They advised him to stop certain habits and begin light exercise. Task Part A. Explain how James's lifestyle contributed to his health problems. Part B. Suggest how James can improve his health and body function. How James's lifestyle contributed to his health problems. Eating one large meal late in the evening. Taking a heavy meal at night gives the body little time to digest and use the food, so excess fats are stored, leading to weight gain and high cholesterol levels. Frequent eating of fatty foods, especially fatty meat, increases cholesterol in the blood, which blocks blood vessels, reducing the flow of oxygen-rich blood to body tissues and the heart. Drinking alcohol daily. Alcohol damages the liver, which helps control fat levels, and weakens the heart, further increasing cholesterol buildup and the risk of heart disease. Lack of breakfast and fruits. Skipping breakfast and avoiding fruits causes low blood sugar and deficiency of vitamins and minerals, leading to dizziness, tiredness, and weak immunity. Blocked blood vessels and weak heart function reduce the amount of oxygen transported in the blood, explaining his chest pain, sweating, and fainting. How James can improve his health and body function. Eat balanced, regular meals. He should eat smaller meals more often during the day, including breakfast, lunch, and supper, with a balance of carbohydrates, proteins, and vegetables. Reduce fatty foods. Replace fatty meat with lean meat, fish or beans, and reduce fried foods to lower cholesterol levels. Increase fruits and vegetables. Eat fresh fruits and vegetables daily to supply vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which help improve blood circulation and heart health. Stop alcohol consumption. Avoiding alcohol will allow the liver and heart to recover, helping to control fat levels in the blood. Exercise regularly. Engage in light exercises such as walking or cycling slowly to strengthen the heart, improve breathing, and burn excess fats. Item 3. At Namassol Secondary School, the Science Club started a school garden to grow vegetables. They decided to use only chemical fertilizers and insecticides to get quick results. After 2 years, the vegetables began to wilt easily, and the soil became hard and cracked during dry seasons. Fewer earthworms were seen in the garden. The nearby well that supplies the school with water started having a bad smell, and algae covered its surface. Task: Part A. Explain the changes observed in the garden and the well. Part B. Suggest practical ways the students can improve their garden and protect their water source at the same time. Explanation of changes in the garden and the well. Soil became hard and cracked. Continuous use of chemical fertilizers reduced soil organic matter, killing beneficial microorganisms. This made the soil lose structure and retain less water, causing it to crack during dry periods. With poor soil structure and low water retention, plant roots could not absorb enough water, leading to wilting. Fewer earthworms. Chemicals and lack of organic matter killed earthworms and other decomposers, reducing soil aeration and nutrient recycling. Well water became polluted. Runoff from fertilizers and insecticides entered the well, increasing nutrients and chemicals in the water. Excess nutrients, especially nitrates and phosphates, promoted algal blooms, covering the water surface. Bad smell from water. Decomposing algae and chemicals reduced oxygen in water, causing foul odors and making water unsafe to drink. Practical ways to improve the garden and protect the water source. Use organic manure and compost. Add decomposed plant material, animal manure, or compost to improve soil fertility, structure, and water retention. Reduce chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Use natural alternatives like neem extracts or mild organic sprays and apply chemicals sparingly only when needed. Mulching. Cover soil with dry leaves or grass to retain moisture, reduce evaporation, and prevent soil erosion. Encourage earthworms and beneficial organisms. Organic matter and less chemical use will support earthworms, improving soil aeration and nutrient recycling. Create buffer zones near the well. Plant grass or shrubs around the well to filter runoff before it reaches the water source. Regular cleaning and monitoring of the well. Remove debris and algae and avoid disposing garden chemicals near the well to keep water safe. Item 4. Farmers in the plains of Kiryandongo district grow maize and beans on large farms using tractors. They harvest all plant materials, leaving the ground bare. To control pests, they spray chemicals that kill even harmless insects. Over the years, they have noticed more weeds, poor germination, and less rainfall in the area. Wild birds and butterflies that used to visit their farms are now rarely seen. Task: Part A. Explain the relationship between the farmers' practices and the changes observed in the environment.
Part B. If you were the district agricultural officer, outline the sustainable measures you would advise the farmers to adopt to solve these challenges. Relationship between the farmers' practices and the changes observed in the environment. Removal of all plant materials. Harvesting and leaving the ground bare exposed the soil to sun and wind, leading to loss of topsoil, reduced soil moisture, and poor germination of crops. Use of tractors on bare land. Heavy machinery compacted the soil, making it hard for water to infiltrate and roots to grow, further reducing germination. Excessive chemical spraying. Spraying pesticides killed both harmful and harmless insects, including pollinators like bees, butterflies, and birds. Killing beneficial insects that control weeds naturally allowed weeds to grow more freely, increasing competition with crops. Decline in rainfall. Bare soil and loss of vegetation reduced transpiration, lowering local humidity and affecting rainfall patterns. Decline of wild birds and butterflies. Loss of flowers and insects, as well as pesticides, destroyed habitats and food sources, causing birds and butterflies to disappear. Sustainable measures to solve these challenges. Practice crop rotation. Rotate maize, beans, and other crops to improve soil fertility and reduce pest buildup. Leave crop residues or mulch. Retain stalks and leaves on the field to protect soil from erosion, conserve moisture, and add organic matter. use organic manure and compost, apply animal manure or compost to improve soil structure and fertility without harming beneficial organisms. Reduce chemical pesticides, use integrated pest management, encourage natural predators, crop rotation, and mild organic sprays to control pests without harming pollinators. Minimize heavy tractor use on bare soil, limit machinery use or use light equipment, and avoid working on wet soil to prevent soil compaction. Maintain vegetation cover, keep grass or cover crops between main crops to reduce soil erosion and support local rainfall patterns.